Internet's best Fred Olin Ray adjacent podcast. With me, as always, is Meredith.
And with me is Kennedy.
And what did we watch?
We watched Jersey Shore Shark Attack.
We run a Fred Olin Ray podcast, and I don't know if I've ever been as checked out of a movie as early as in this particular film.
It was a transparent rehash of Jaws.
It was a transparent rehash of a lot of things too, but it
Mhm.
was really weird because you think, well, it's going to be like a parody movie, like it's
Mhm.
going to make fun of the Jersey Shore, or maybe it'll be like epic movie or disaster movie or one of those farces, but it's not really a parody or a satire or a farce. It's kind of a fan fiction of the Jersey Shore.
I think that's right. It gives a flavor of Pride and Prejudice and zombies. It was just like, what if these characters, but sharks?
Yeah, and it's not even doing anything clever with it. It's
Mhm.
like if you watch The Big Lebowski, it's like what if you have the world's least capable character as the detective in a hard-boiled novel like The Big Sleep or something like that. This is just like what if Birdemic, but also sharks.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
All right, well,
Yeah.
let's just get into this because this is one of these things where I feel like I either have 4 minutes or 4 hours worth of stuff to talk about this movie.
All right, so we open up the movie on a close-up of a sign. It says Dolan Beach Club and Spa, and it's kind of like one of those coming soon things. So there's a construction site, and we see that there's a bunch of noise and vibration happening on this beachside construction site that is upsetting sharks from far away. And then they are attracted. They're like, what's that? And then they start swimming towards shore. So that's our little
Now,
teaser.
yeah, and these are the most, 2000 year 2000
Mhm.
screensaver looking sharks you've ever seen in your
Oh yeah,
life.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And I couldn't tell. It looked to me for initially like the sharks were swimming in an underground tunnel,
Hmm.
like to get to that location, or maybe they were just in the ocean. I'm not really sure what was supposed to
Oceans
be.
have caves and stuff.
Okay.
They were living in a magical world under the sea.
Like in the Meg
Yes.
or the Meg 2. The Meg 2 has the magical underground world.
So I looked up a bunch of Reddit posts begging for shark facts. There's lots. There's
Yeah,
lots of
yeah.
posts asking for shark facts. And a fun shark fact is that some sharks can sense vibrations from like a long, long ways away. And that they have their organ to do this is basically like running along their spine, or what would be their spine if a shark had one.
Yeah, they've got like a weird sixth radar sense.
Yes.
It's got a weird name like the islets of Langerhausen or something like that. That might be one of the things that gives me diabetes. I can't remember, but yeah, it's like a radar sense like Daredevil that they have.
So points to this movie for getting that right.
Yeah, well, and it's actually they mention a shark attack in the teens on the Jersey Shore, and that is like loosely based on a real event as well.
Oh, no
So
kidding.
yeah, I did
Oh,
not do any research into that because we're watching Jersey Shore Shark
right.
Attack and no.
Wow.
But I mean I think it's based on that in that same way that The Blob is based on the Great Molasses Flood of Boston,
What? Okay.
Which you can say that. That's something so a slow
Yeah,
moving
you just
something was
said that.
killing people. Yeah, there we
Those
go.
words just came out of your mouth. Absolutely.
But anyway, we get to the
Yes.
proper movies soon, and this is a
Yes.
movie that really tries to ask the question, is it possible to be racist to Italians?
It was so weird. Okay,
Uh,
here's the thing. I know about Jersey Shore,
yeah,
but I never watched it. So I
yeah.
just assumed that this was a faithful adaptation of what a Jersey Shore movie could look like.
I only watched any Jersey Shore through the soup, so it seemed
Hmm.
like what I was watching through the soup back at the time,
Okay.
with Joel McHale. And and I also have to say I have seen Snooki perform live.
Oh,
I saw her
super fan.
wrestle in a tag team match in Atlanta for WrestleMania 27. So
Wow. Did she do like amazing? Because she's really short, right? Like her center of gravity must
yes,
be like,
she's a tiny person.
yeah.
She did some like cheerleader flips into a corner to do
Neat.
some basic attacks. Like they choreographed her within an inch of her life, and she held her own well. She didn't
Nice.
embarrass herself like I mean I would grade her slightly above Jay Leno. in his WCW main event. Not as good as Carl Malone.
Okay. All right. All right.
For the
Well,
Patreon, we'll be doing celebrities wrestling. We don't have a Patreon.
all right. This movie takes us to July 2nd. We are in the middle of summer. We are on the eve of some grand parties because that's America for you. We party on the 4th of July at the Jersey Shore specifically.
Well, and it's July 2nd, so I assume we're partying for Canada Day still.
Right.
It's
Yes. The celebrations are beginning. Everybody's got the week off and,
yeah, yeah.
bikini ready bodies. So we meet an amorous couple. They are trespassing onto the construction site that we visited at the very beginning. And then they go swimming. The sharks are there and they eat the couple. And I just want to stress that this is not a scary opening scene
No.
like the scene in Jaws. The scene in Jaws is chilling because it could happen to anybody. This scene, not scary.
This scene is a bunch of dumb dummies getting into the water, and then we see some sharks, and then we see some red in the water. So
Yeah.
it's not affecting in really any way because there's no suspense built up. We
Hmm.
don't care about these characters, and there's no gore to make us like, feel any sort of revulsion either. So
Right.
it's a lot of times in this movie, I was thinking, this is like the movie that would be made by the kids in a Nickelodeon show like Victorious and be
Okay.
shown for like 3 minutes at the end of an episode of a teen Nick. Like it
Amazing.
had those vibes.
We go straight from this kill scene to the opening credits, and there's a song over the opening credits, as many movies have. This is a proper movie. And it's a
Definitely.
rip-off song.
Yeah.
It's supposed to sound like that Boots with the Fur song.
Oh, the Apple Bottom Jeans
Yeah,
song.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's not that song. It just sounds just like it.
Yeah, I basically only know music that was made before 2005, but the entire time I'm like, this isn't the real song, is it? For the entire score of this, because they played something that was really close to Party Rock Anthem as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, yeah, yep,
And
yep. It was really and then perversely I had the opening credit song from Back to
uh
the Future
oh,
stuck in my
okay.
head. The
Dun,
Huey Lewis and
dun,
the
dun,
News
dun,
sound
dun.
alike.
Oh, yeah, the Back in Time was
Yes.
that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or
Yep.
Hip to Be Square? I think there was a couple of Huey Lewis songs in that album, right?
Well, it was the sound alike for the movie.
But they played Huey Lewis songs in that movie.
What?
Yeah, Back in Time is a Huey Lewis song, and then Huey Lewis shows up in the beginning of that movie.
I thought there was this whole story
You're
where
thinking
they didn't.
Ghostbusters.
I am.
Yeah, because the Ghostbusters song is a ripoff of I think I Want a New Drug or another
Oh my
Huey Lewis song of
gosh,
the
I totally
time.
got that wrong.
Yeah, but Huey Lewis, he shows up in Back to the Future. Like he
No
realized how
kidding.
much money that Ghostbusters made, and he's like, it's 1 year later. I'm not gonna make that mistake again.
Oh, I love a person who learns.
Yeah, yeah. I assume it's related. That's my headcanon at least.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. We also get a teaser that Joey Fatone from NSYNC is going to perform,
Yep, good old Joey Fat One.
which it becomes the reason to watch the rest of the movie. Like, are they really going to show Joey Fatone?
Now, I know I've seen Joey Fatone in at least one made-for-TV Christmas movie, but I could
Mhm.
not tell you. I don't think it was one of Fred Olin's. So, but
Mm-hmm.
that's just kind of the level he's at right now.
Paying bills.
Yeah, yeah, and
Yep.
not working very hard. So,
Yep, yep, yep. All right, and now we get to meet our main cast.
yeah,
Two of them just broke up.
yeah.
That's all I have to say about that. I didn't catch anyone's names.
Okay, so yeah, so I think our basic main dude is wakes up in bed with a lady and he contends that he doesn't know how this happened, like
Hmm.
he's completely innocent, and she runs out of the back door with her top off. We don't see anything because it's like a sci-fi channel level movie.
Hmm.
And then I think fake Snooky catches them and yells at them and they break up even though they're already broken up?
Yep,
Question mark.
yep,
Okay, yeah. So, and we also pretty much every scene transition is also an MTV reality show scene transition with like weird kind of chapter titles to it.
yep.
And I believe in my notes here, hold on, I wrote this down. I wrote, these are comical looking people, dot, dot, dot. And then my next note is, oh no, what have I done? I regret it. This is the point where I started regretting my life choices. So,
It was comical how close in looks the three guys are. So we have like three men, three women,
yeah.
and we meet all the three guys here. I guess they're housemates. It doesn't matter. but they're all around the same height. They're all around like the same color of tan, and
Yeah.
they have identical hair. So I was like, am I
Yeah.
supposed to tell these three guys apart?
Okay, so there is main guy
Hmm.
whose dad is the sheriff who has his arc Nuki,
Okay.
not to be confused with the South African film fake E.T. Nuki. And then there is Johnny, who's the wider one. He's like the kind of buff guy. I feel
They
like
were identical.
no, this was the biggest one.
The
And I
biggest
feel
one.
like he might have been on an episode of Parks and Rec flirting with
Okay.
Ann Perkins for like one scene. But again, I'm not looking a lot of things up for this
Hmm.
movie because it is Jersey Shore Shark Attack
Yeah.
and it
Hmm.
hurts. And then we have another guy whose whole gimmick is that he's not Italian. And his like Balzac, like is the half joke that they don't make is his name.
Okay.
And that guy is a guy we have seen before, at least.
Oh,
So
really?
that's Daniel Bucco again, he was like the bad boyfriend in one of the Christmas movies. He was the bad DJ in another one of the Christmas movies. I believe he was probably in Sniper Special Ops as well. But yeah,
Wow.
he plays like over the top arrogant guy in Christmas movies for Freddle and Ray. He's also one of those guys that does a lot of looping for real movies and TV shows and stuff like that. Easter egg.
Well,
Yeah,
say farewell to the Huggies.
yeah. And then the ladies have basically been in nothing but stuff around this level here.
Hmm.
So we have our fake Snooky, who I don't recognize unless she's wearing her bumpet. Otherwise, they all
Yeah.
look alike to me.
They
Uh,
are also same height, same
yeah.
build, same hair.
Then we have J Money, which is a take on J Wow, I think the character is.
Okay.
And she is also there. I mean, she has like less to do than the third boy. And then we have one called BJ, who I don't know if that's another character or if that's just a joke about BJ. We have a CJ and a BJ, but
Oh,
and that is a lady named Audie Resendez, who is actually more of a stunt woman than anything else. So she was just and by Justin I mean 7 years ago, that like Truth or Dare movie, and she did stunts for. Hold on, I got the something called the Girl Boss. She's credited as stunts with one of the Gordon Ramsay shows, which I don't know what the hell happened there.
oh,
But like, yeah, kind of a mid-level like Rizzoli and Isles and Let's Be Cops. She does like stunts for that. So,
nice. All right.
but like some of our smaller parts are by actors people might actually recognize. So that's the kind of
Yes.
movie we are. We just shove so much into this movie. It's like five bad movies all at once. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, we get to our next kill. There's this guy, he's in a small fishing boat. He reels in like a street sign. I guess this is a joke about the polluted waters off of New Jersey, and then loses his fishing pole. So as he's reaching into the water to retrieve it, a shark bites his hand off. He flails, falls into the ocean, and is consumed.
this is almost the exact same scene we saw last week with the ice fishing
Yeah.
in Amityville Death House.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
lesson
and
is never to reach into the ocean.
yeah, and when they discover him later on, the joke that they have is, "Oh no, Vinny died," and they go through like which Vinny. It's like Vinny Boombots, Vinny Bag of Donuts, Vinny Shrimps, Vinny Fishes. I don't even. It was almost a joke, and there are so few jokes in this
Yeah.
that I
Hmm.
had to keep track of them.
The nickname Vinny is such a disservice to the name of Vincent. Vincent is just like a beautiful sounding name, and just to like destroy it, be like, oh, Vinny. Just like,
Yeah,
why?
it's the name of a majestic cat person who lives in the sewers and woos Linda Hamilton.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, you people over 45 know what I'm talking about.
All right, now we get to that LMFAO party song ripoff.
Oh, right, right. So they're
Hmm.
in the bar
Hmm.
and
And
uh
it's just like an awkwardly long bar scene with this song playing over it. And everybody's like, it's a beachside bar, which, we've been to beachside bars. Nobody's like dancing in their chairs to party rock.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, the
The
two
scene was so
important things
awkward.
in this scene is that we meet our bartender Sally,
Yeah.
who is Tony Sirocco, I think his name is. He's
Okay.
famous for playing Paulie Walnuts in The Sopranos. He has also got a really small part in Goodfellas, if memory
Hmm.
serves. So
Hmm.
he's just kind of always looked like that, and he was in a bunch of commercials, basically playing that same character because The Sopranos was, one of the big HBO shows in this newest of the Golden Age.
Yep.
And the other important part is that this is like Ninja Turtle ooze when he pours a mojito for our main character. It is glowing like the secret of the ooze from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2.
Mhm.
Like I don't drink that.
I thought I'd missed something because I was like, that's not a mojito, but he like drowns it like a shot, and I was like, okay, I definitely just missed something. Maybe I looked away from the screen.
Yeah, no, that was like it was like he's doing a shot of creme de menthe. Like,
So we roll right into a wet t-shirt contest, and basically every woman in the bar is get down to be a contestant. They've got white shirts on, bikinis underneath, and now they're making a lot of noise. And the host or like the MC to the wet t-shirt contest seems like somebody we should know. Like he's over the top acting, and I wanted to check with you. I was like, am I supposed to recognize that guy?
oh, is that the guy that is our next kill?
Hmm.
Oh yeah, no, that is the guy who is always doing too much in these movies. His name is like Ben Giro or something like that.
Okay.
He
Oh, he's
was,
French.
I don't know what the fuck he is, but yeah, he's like a cartoon guy.
Okay.
He was Chevy Chase's obnoxious assistant in Christmas in Vermont.
Hmm.
Uh, God, he was the dumber of the two dumb criminals in Abner the Invisible Dog.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
is just, yeah, he is always doing too much in all of these movies. And I mean, at least in this one, I'm like, at least somebody's doing something. But
Okay. Here's verbatim my notes on this guy. The contest host, JP, seems like somebody we're supposed to know. Parentheses, I do not know this man.
perfect note. Uh, No, it's weird because we have celebrity cameos in this
Hmm.
movie, and we also have Freddle and Ray stock company cameos in this
Yeah.
movie, and I'm probably more excited for the Freddle and Ray stock company cameos at this point.
All right, so just keep that in mind. We've got a wet t-shirt contest happening. They're making a lot of noise. They're having a lot of fun. And down the road or down the beach, there's a yacht club full of blue bloods who hear the commotion and then they're like, "Oh, this is terrible. All those trashy people." And then they go over there to complain.
Mhm.
It's like two guys and a woman who's wearing like a white sleeveless polo, I want to say.
Yeah,
And because she's in white, when they go over there, one of the guys with a super soaker assumes she's there as a contestant because everybody else is, and then he super soaks her shirt, and then that now we have a conflict because she did not want to be part of the wet t-shirt contest.
yeah, and like so we have a kind of snobs versus slobs situation, but at
Yeah.
this point, I mean, the snobs aren't really out of line too much.
Not too much, and definitely like you shouldn't just assume every like woman wearing a white top in the vicinity is a contestant. He was definitely in the
It's
wrong there.
Yeah, it's a little light sexual assault right there.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
quite, but
absolutely. Absolutely. And then I guess he was sort of like trying to apologize, but not really because they're all drunk and like,
yeah,
anyway, so they throw hands and it's just a bad idea because like our three main guys are squaring up and they're just like overly built. They're like blown up like little balloons. But
yeah.
our yacht club guys are not. Our yacht club guys, partially because they're fully clothed at this point, they look like skinny dudes. Although later they take their shirts off and you're like, oh, okay, they have also been lifting
Yeah.
weights. They're just not like they don't look inflated.
Everyone has soap opera
Yeah,
dude body in this. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And I just thought that that was a really bad decision. Like, why are you gonna throw hands with somebody who looks like they can beat you up? Like, it just, I don't know. I don't know if this is like some sort of guy thing.
Oh, you're cinema sensing it now.
All right, so
So
no,
so
they had
we've
to,
got
yeah.
so we've got our two snobs, and we've got the main one who looks familiar but wasn't in anything I really knew. And then the other one is Spencer,
Hmm.
and he was also a DJ in something we watched. He was in the Christmas Wedding as a DJ,
Okay.
and he was Elias Hatfield in the Hatfields versus McCoys
Oh,
movie we
nice.
watched.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So again, we've got more of the Fred Olen Ray cinematic universe creeping in here.
Nice. Nice. That's nice.
So basically, the snobs go and pick on the MC, the littlest guy. and they chase him around in a comical manner. I don't
It
know.
seemed like a fun chase. They ran through an arcade, they're running here, they're running there, they run into that construction site, which we
Yeah,
know is like the Doomsville, and the guy jumps into the ocean, and the Blue Bloods don't want to follow, and they're like, "Pff, we'll catch you
yeah.
later," and they go away.
And in the year of our Lord 2012 or whenever this movie came out,
Mhm.
I believe he yells a Warriors reference. He's like, Warriors, come out and play. Except I don't think he says Warriors, he says something else, but he's
Yeah.
clearly just doing a 25-year-old Warriors reference at
Yeah,
that
yeah,
point.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
you know,
Um,
it's much older now, but
50 years?
no,
No,
no, it's from
35.
77, so it's like
Oh.
45 years. 7, 8. I don't fucking know.
I'm so
Don't
sorry. I just got a
math.
whiff of my own age. Okay. Poor JP gets eaten by sharks with nobody around to witness.
Yeah.
So he's just like disappeared until further notice.
Yeah, we do a hard cut to the police showing up and questioning the snobs, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Okay.
like everybody somehow knows before talking to the Blue Bloods that they should be in the construction site looking for this guy, which I think is the biggest sin of this movie. It's just like, how does that follow? There's a whole
Yeah.
beach, there's a whole shoreline. You could go anywhere.
I mean, yeah, they could have done a bunch of gags and had a big fun run all around, but yeah, they know exactly where they are, and they
Hmm.
also know where the snobs are and who was chasing them and exactly what was going on.
Hmm.
But that's just
It's yeah,
because our head cop is a super cop. That
super
is
cop.
Mr. Jack Scalia. He's not from anything that most people would know. He's like a soap opera guy and has done a couple of bit parts. But was our star of Nuclear Hurricane. If you remember,
Oh.
that was from like a few years before this. So he was like kind of middle-aged now, and he's like older middle-aged in this. And
Hmm.
but yeah, he's our another returning Fred Olen Ray all-star here.
Amazing. Well, he was pretty good in this.
He was like the anchor,
Yeah.
which he he was also our main character because CJ's our main character. And okay, god damn it. Yeah. And then we cut to the next plot line of this. We've got
Hmm.
like three A stories that are all happening at the same time, and
Yeah,
none
sure
of them are
do.
really gaining importance. So, okay, so we've got our Jersey Shore homage, and we've got our Snobs versus Slobs storyline,
Hmm.
and we've got our Jaws ripoff. So now it's time for our Save the Rec Center story, the other key story of the 80s, where we're introduced to our villain, who he's talking to some old guy first, and then he talks to
Yeah.
like an actually recognizable actor later on, which makes me just wonder if they didn't have that guy for these scenes. But do you recognize this guy, our villain?
Yeah, he's the reporter from Die Hard.
Yes, and he is also the bad guy from Ghostbusters, Walter Peck himself.
It's just like is he still alive?
William Atherton, I believe he is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's a
He
little while
doesn't
ago.
have a date of death on this, so yeah. He was also in Real Genius, which I've never seen, and I was meant to see
Hmm.
that one.
Well, you should see it now.
Oh, well, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was real excited to recognize somebody, like for real. Like, yes, I know this guy. He is the reporter from Die Hard.
Yeah, first try. Good work.
So he's the head of the construction site.
That man has no penis.
All right, he's under pressure. Like there's a whole investor situation. They want to open up the resort and spa. They're making all the noise that's attracting the sharks. They're behind schedule, so he calls up the construction crew and he's like, "Go faster," which creates more
Yeah.
noise, which bothers the sharks even
Oh,
more.
yeah, and our construction guy,
Hmm.
it looked familiar to me too, and I was like, was he a Sopranos guy too? And he's like, not quite. He was in that Sopranos prequel movie that came out, if you remember
Oh,
the Many Saints
nope,
of Newark.
absolutely not.
But Richie is the head construction guy.
Hmm.
And that is, I think he's a comedian named like Joey Coco Diaz or
Oh,
something like
nice.
that. But what I recognize him from is Spider-Man 2, a movie that I've seen roughly 40 times because Tali would watch that all the time as a kid. And he is one of the guys on the train who like steps in front of Spider-Man's body in front of Doc Ock and
Mhm.
says, if you want to get to Spider-Man, you got to go through us. And yeah, he's
Nice.
just an Italian looking guy who's actually Cuban.
Oh, great. Yeah.
But I was very excited. I was like, hey, I know that guy. That's Leave Spider-Man Alone guy.
Well, now he's bothering the sharks.
Yeah.
So now we got to get our main cast together again. The three women, the three men. They're just talking like they now agree. They think that the sharks got JP,
Yeah, and
and
the dad doesn't believe them because the
right.
sheriffs don't believe you in slasher movies, which this
Mhm.
is one of the seven movies this movie is trying to be.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So they decide to take matters into their own hands, and they're gonna attack the sharks with a stash of illegal fireworks that one of them has.
Okay, yeah. So one of them pulls out a giant box of fireworks,
Hmm.
and they're like, "Where'd you get all those?" Don't worry about it. It's like, okay, all right. And then they take this big box of fireworks, which isn't that big,
Right.
and put it into two duffel bags. It's like, well,
Uh-huh.
you could just take the box. What are
Could
you
you
doing? It's
could,
like
yeah.
you're just unloading it to, I guess, do the language of cinema and show that you have fireworks.
Yep.
And then they go and steal one of the snob's boats because they know which boat is his, right? I mean
It's
that's
sort of like you got a little out of order. They head down
oh
to the
yeah.
shore. These are the people who find the remains of the fishermen that we saw die earlier. So now
Oh right.
their concern is ratcheted up. They've got confirmation that sharks are attacking, and we do see our first shark kill. They throw a firework bomb, like maybe an M80, into the water. A shark eats it and is blown up a little bit.
Yeah, it's not very impressive as none
No.
of the visual effects in this are very
I would have
impressive.
missed it if I hadn't been looking right at the screen at the time. And now we get to the new plan, which is they need a boat because they want to go set off fireworks in the middle of the water instead of from shore. So through a series of misadventures, aka stupidity, they end up setting off all the fireworks and kind of blowing up the boat
Yeah, and by
as a
kind of
result.
blowing up means we do cut to a wide shot and have a After Effects explosion on top
Yeah.
of a boat. So I believe somebody has to say the "we're going to need a bigger boat" style fake line there, but done in the Disney Channel School of Acting style. And they're also one of the three interchangeable men in this movie is hot wiring the boat
Mhm.
by means of poking two wires together near the monitor. Okay,
Yeah, isn't
sure.
that how it works?
It's exactly how that works. Just any two wires will do. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. My note here between Hot Wire's boat by crossing wires near screen and bad CG and explosion is Good Feathers was less cartoony and more respectful of Italians. So,
In the crowded boat space, there's a regatta boat. I didn't,
ah,
I didn't know you
oh,
could go on
right.
like little regatta rides out there.
Yeah, yeah. Now, is this when we see the regatta couple die?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
there's three people on board, like the couple and the guy who's like the oarsman, I guess. And so they're all consumed by sharks with no witnesses. This doesn't come up again at all. There is no reason for the scene.
It's filler. It's to get to the
Hmm.
next commercial break. You could set this up and play it as a joke,
Hmm.
or you could play it as something scary. But
Hmm.
instead, it's just here's a thing that happens. It's yeah, yeah.
Yeah, totally. Now our main cast, they're kind of adrift. Their plan to steal a boat was foiled, and now they're a little bit in trouble with the one guy's dad. And now they're just like, okay, well, we need to get the word out that there's a shark attack. So they go to the radio station. The radio guy says, there's no proof of any shark attacks. I'm not saying anything over the air. Get out of here.
Yeah, so they also get in trouble with the law.
Hmm.
So they get picked up by the law, and then Jack Scalia basically makes a deal with the bad guy from Ghostbusters so that he's going to help the gentrification in order to keep his son out of jail.
Yeah,
And that leads to nothing.
right. Yep.
Okay, yeah, so then we get to the radio station stuff, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And then we cut to, we'll just talk to Joey Fat One himself. The
You
sequence of
know, Joey
events.
Fatone is middle-aged like us, and a little bit of weight gain is totally normal.
But his name is Fat One. I'm sorry, I cannot.
Well, if
I
we
don't want
wanted
to
to be
body shame
Italian about it, his
anybody.
name is Joey Fatone.
Whoa, that sounds a little racist when you say it
That
like that.
if you're gonna like follow the pronunciation rules of Italian, it's closer to that than that one.
I don't know. You don't
All right.
call it a calzone, do you? Maybe you do.
Yes,
I don't even know.
yes, you do.
So Joey Calzone.
They find Joey just before he's about to take the stage, and they're like, "You gotta make an announcement about the shark attacks." And he thinks it's a joke. He's like, no." And he gets onto the stage and immediately is consumed by a flying shark.
Well, he sings 14 seconds of a royalty-free version sound alike of an NSYNC song, right?
I did not recognize the tunes.
I
It
don't
seems
know.
like he opened his mouth to start singing and then was eaten.
Yeah, so a shark jumps out of nowhere and then
I don't know, are you?
ends the jump out of, I guess there was water on both sides of the stage. I don't know.
That must have been true in order for this to have happened, yes. But it's not like the movie laid that out for us or anything.
That was the movie at its most Sharknado. So much of the rest of this movie is playing it so straight, which is weird.
Yes,
Like,
yes. Maybe
yeah,
they filmed the Joey Fatone scene first, and then they were like, we got to build a movie around this.
yeah, I don't know. This is so much of this movie is neither fish nor fowl, you know. It's like,
Hmm.
what is this? What am I watching?
Yes, yes. Okay, well, now that Joey's dead and everybody is now aware that there's a shark problem on the Jersey Shore, the guys head to the bar and ask our bartender for help. And so he gets to tell this story of the Jersey Shore shark attack from the teens that you said was
Yeah.
based on a real one.
Yeah.
What
Check your
happened?
local Wikipedia for more information about that.
Okay, okay.
There were
So,
some sharks on the Jersey Shore. Made people realize that, hey, sharks could be dangerous.
mhm.
So,
All right.
legendary story.
Legendary story. So he's telling the story as if it's like this war-torn battle
I
story.
I'm sure in the head of the writer of this movie, this
Mhm.
was his he had black eyes like a doll's
Yes.
eyes,
Yes.
like it's not really alive. And yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah. That's what they were going for, and they failed. Anyway,
yeah.
this story helps the guys put it together that it's the vibrations from the construction that are attracting the sharks. So now they have
Yeah.
all the elements that they need to stop the problem. You have to stop the construction, and then the sharks should go away. That's
Okay.
not
Now,
what they do.
is this before or after uh Snooky gets drunk and dances on a table for one of the snobs?
Is immediately before. So
Okay, so
Snooki
that's the
on the
next
bar
scene.
is next, or Nookie on the bar is next. There's nothing to that scene. She's just drunk and dancing on the bar.
And I didn't recognize her because she wasn't wearing the bump it. Like she has the bump it in about half the scenes, and the
Yeah.
other scenes I'm like, this is clearly a new woman. It's, I mean, you can only tell these three like actresses apart based on their hair height.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, one of them, her hair is flat ironed straight, like too straight, as was the style at the time.
uh
The other one, I can't visually remember her right now at all. And
I think she
then
was kind of tan with dark hair.
yeah. And then our main girl, Nookie, always had like metallic eyeshadow on, just like ringing around her eyes. She like a raccoon flick, but blue.
See, this is, I know it doesn't fit with what we're aping here, but this is
Mhm.
why Going Over Our Freds is a pro diversity, equity, and inclusion podcast, so we can tell fucking characters apart. Like, it's easy when you got, okay, that guy's a redhead, that guy is clearly, Filipino, and like, come on, mix it up. I can't tell these people apart.
I
This
wish
is
it was the
hard.
same.
Why is it so hard?
All right, so the other two pull her away. They're like, "You're drunk. Let's go home." There was nothing to the scene. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I guess that there's something about the couple that broke up, and maybe they still love each other, and this is supposed to support that storyline. But whatever.
Yeah, I mean, we have a whole storyline of that where it turns out, I'm just spoiler alert, it turns out he didn't actually cheat on her. They
Mhm.
just, got naked in bed together and
As you
fell
do.
asleep.
Yeah.
That's fine. I do that with all my friends.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I have heard from Jen
yeah.
all the times that this happens. All right,
Oh,
so now we're at the 4th of July. 2 days of shark attacks. It's the 4th of July. Everybody's still celebrating despite the massive attack and murder of, a massive like pop star
yeah.
the day before.
So they have like a bounty or something for the shark that killed Joey Fatone?
Yes,
Fatone, yeah.
Fatone.
Not Fat One. And
Or Fatone.
And like in Jaws, they have they have caught a shark
Mhm.
that they think is the murderer. But except unlike Jaws, this shark actually does have a microphone in its gut
Yes.
that says, "Oh, actually, they did manage to find the one shark that killed Joey Fatone out of the like 80 or so CGI sharks that are swimming around there."
Which is
Okay,
incredible. Good job on that. Marine
But
biologist, hunter dude.
but Dr. Dreyfus as get it, haha. That's his name is Dr. Dreyfus. But that was the cameo I was most excited for.
He was in Hatfield and McCoy, right? He was
He
the
was in
dad
Hatfield and McCoy.
in one of the movies we watched.
He was in yeah, he's in all the movies we watch. He's Ted Monty.
The Abner dog dad.
Dad, yeah, the Abner
Yes.
dog dad, yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Ted Fun. You put some respect on his name. And we have a kind of big cameo here by Paul Sorvino playing, I guess he's the mayor who's the one that's like
Oh,
trying to
that's
reopen
what
the
it was. I was like, I've
yeah.
seen that guy.
Yeah, so Paul Sorvino, I believe he's Mira Sorvino's dad.
Yeah.
He made a bunch of great movies. He was Paulie in Goodfellas, and he basically, after about like 1998, everything that he's in is just utter trash.
Hmm.
Like he is in Christmas movies and like in Santa Baby 2 and just the worst stuff you ever heard of. But before that, he was in The Rocketeer, which is an awesome
Oh yeah.
underrated movie.
Hmm.
He played Kissinger in Nixon.
Oh,
That's
wow.
the one where Anthony Hopkins plays Nixon.
Yeah, yeah.
And of course, he's in Repo, the Genetic Opera.
Oh,
So,
of course. Yes.
of course. But yeah, yeah. Mostly people know him as Paul Cicero.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I did know that. They should make another Romy and Michelle's high school reunion sequel and put them in it.
yeah, I mean, what are they? They're a little older than
Hmm.
us.
Yeah, they're
So
Generation X for sure.
yeah, yeah. So they're going to what their 50th reunion soon? Like not quite 50th,
Not quite 50th, but like definitely
but
40th. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, because I think they had graduated high school in the 80s. So when that movie came out, it was like their 10th or 15th reunion. Yeah,
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 and you can
yeah.
get Janine
About 40.
Garofalo back. She was in that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd love
I
to
don't
see
remember
her
anybody else,
again.
just those two and Janine Garofalo. I'm sure there was a
Yeah.
man in that movie, but
Yeah, they did go to a co-ed high school. Yeah. There must
it's
have been men.
I want to say it's a Wilson.
Maybe. I don't
I want to say it was like a Luke Wilson type, you know?
know.
It
And then they
feels
could be
right,
like,
doesn't it?
"Hey, we invented Post-its and then AI. We
Was
changed
it
the world."
Post-its or liquid paper?
It was Post-its.
Okay, because for some reason in my head I remembered liquid paper, which was actually invented by Mike Nesmith's mom,
Yeah. But
which
I think
is,
everybody knew that but when that movie came out, so they had to
I
do
mean, it's all I
Post-its.
talk about.
I mean, well, yeah. Yeah.
All
It's
right,
like
I
the
am
two great things about the monkeys is liquid paper and the monkeys.
the monkeys just kick ass. I'm sorry, it's
They're
Neil
a good
Diamond
band. I
music.
like
It's
them.
a all right. So I'm looking on the IMDb of Romy and Michelle's high school reunion.
Yeah.
And this is like the opposite of every action movie you've ever seen in your life because there is like one man in the top 10 people, the top 10 cast list.
Who is it?
Uh, okay, think the alphaist of alpha males. That's right, Alan Cumming. Like, oh, and
I forgot that he was in that.
yeah, and the third build man looks to be Justin Theroux.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, from the leftovers and stuff.
No. All I'm thinking of is the author.
Yeah, he was in The Girl on the Train. He was in American Psycho, but there's like 100 guys in American Psycho.
Hmm.
He was in Mulholland Drive.
Ugh, oh, I hate that movie.
I think he's got a giant penis. I think that's what my wife said. So
Does he? Wait, did you
yeah,
see it in Mulholland Drive?
no, I've never actually seen Mulholland Drive.
It's horrible. It's like the worst movie.
But yeah, that's the one where David Lynch decided to shoot all on like cheap digital cameras and shit. Is that
Without a
right?
plot or any
Well,
scene
I
training
mean,
at all. That's what he did.
yeah.
It looked fine, but it
But
didn't make
okay,
any
but
sense.
Justin Theroux, he was with Jennifer Aniston for most of the 2010s though.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know.
so like you might have seen him next to that or
Yeah,
next to that
probably.
lady.
Probably.
So,
Yeah. All right, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. The
which
beach is reopened because they found the shark that killed Joey.
is reasonable.
Yes, yes. And now we're back to the construction crew. They want to knock off early because it is a holiday. But one's in a scuba diving outfit. He wants to like go in the water for reasons.
Sure,
He
yeah.
sees something in the water. He's like, let me go in there and check it out. So he gets eaten by a shark.
Oh, and then he knocks the guy from Spider-Man into like a bunch of electricity too,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah,
And he
that's,
dies like in critical mass with the
yep.
yeah.
It's the exact same death scene.
Yeah. Oh, but the important part of the mayor reopening the beaches is
Hmm.
that off screen, one of our main characters, Jack Scalia, has changed his mind and is now all in on there are sharks everywhere. We need to shut down the beaches. Like
Yeah.
he didn't believe in the sharks at first. He saw
Hmm.
the one shark and now he's like, no, no, my kid is 100% right. I trust him implicitly
Hmm.
and love him unconditionally.
Yes.
Like, okay, sure.
Yep. Sharks. Sharks everywhere.
Sharks everywhere. I would like to say at this point, my note is I have been stone faced throughout this entire movie. I'm just watching this.
Yeah, it's not funny, it's not delightful, it's not like the Joey Fatone death scene was supposed to make you go like, "Oh my God," it didn't. You saw it coming from, a mile away.
It's no Samuel L. Jackson death scene
It's
in Shark
certainly
by
not.
Shark. Yeah.
That was an amazing scene. This is no Deep Blue Sea. Okay, but back to this movie. The Blue Blood guys, they invite Nookie to a party on their yacht. They got a bunch of people. They're gonna party on the yacht. They go out to somewhere on the ocean, drop anchor, and they're like, "Yay, we're having so much fun." Well, like one of the Blue Bloods like hits on her and she's not into it.
Yeah.
Now the
Well,
sharks start attacking the shore. It's pan delirium.
yeah, it's going full Birdemic now. So all of our
Yes.
characters go into the police station and just take all the guns.
Yep, 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 yep. So now that the sharks, there was like one bit where the sharks, one of them like just bites into this guy's midsection, and this is the goriest death of the movie. But it's like okay, whatever. And I think they hired as one of the extras fleeing from the ocean onto the beach. I think they hired an amputee. There was this guy missing part of his leg from the knee down with some other folks helping him like run away, and then they show like a severed rubber leg.
Yeah, I mean, if you've listened to the commentary track for Jersey Shore Shark Attack,
You want to know?
please seek help. Uh,
Okay, so yeah, so our main cast has all the big guns. They've got machine guns, they've got shotguns, and they've got pistols.
and they stand on the shore and they shoot at the water.
It's so dumb.
As we've all learned from Mythbusters, as long as the shark stays 6 feet below the water, nothing will hit them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So what they really do, what we're seeing is they're shooting shark fins,
Yeah,
which I'm sure isn't pleasant for the shark, but is certainly survivable and absolutely enraging,
they'll have to swim slightly crooked, probably. I don't
I
know.
guess. Anyway, so they commandeer a police boat because they want to get out onto the water and then shoot the sharks from it super doesn't matter.
Okay, but then
The
the yacht starts sinking, and this is
yeah,
our
yeah.
raising the stakes
Yes.
because our fake Snooky has her Titanic moment where
Mhm.
the yacht is filling up with water, and she has somehow trapped her foot underneath a board in a pipe or something like that,
Something like that. Yep.
and hasn't thought to like slip her foot out of her shoe
Hmm.
and easily remove her foot.
Right.
So she has to be saved by somebody else untying her sandal.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
That's them.
Yep.
That, but over 7 minutes.
Over 7 minutes. Yeah, the sharks are also attacking the yacht and they are like ramming the hull, so the hull's breached, so now it's sinking. But our main cast on the police boat catches up to the yacht because obviously they knew exactly where the yacht was and
Sure.
basically saved the day. So we get the reconciliation scene between Nookie and her ex-boyfriend, but now they're on again and yay, everything's fine.
Yeah, he's won the girl as a prize, like you
Hmm.
do.
Yes, yes. Back at shore, our police chief gets his hero moment. There's a woman who's just kind of splashing in the water saying help, and he's like, swim, and she's like, help, and so he dives in.
We have
Um,
introduced 1,000 characters in
yep,
this movie, and this is somebody we've never seen before,
never
right?
seen, and she doesn't matter. Like he does save her. There, he doesn't get eaten. I thought maybe he was gonna get eaten,
Yeah,
and
no, he
yeah,
no none of the characters we know well die. So or
correct, correct.
like I think maybe the stunt woman of the three women is in the water a lot during one of the first times they're throwing
Yeah, she
fireworks at
like
the
falls
shark.
in.
Yeah, and she gets out barely in time and is almost in some sort of danger.
Yeah,
But like no one even gets a cut.
that is true. And nobody's like hair is out of place, their makeup isn't messed
Well, I
up.
mean, the amount of gel used, none of the hair is going out of
No,
place,
you're
right?
right. So we get to the end of the film, and
Uh-huh.
we're throughout the entire movie, there's been this obnoxious newscaster guy just giving us like contextual information or I
Yeah.
guess exposition. And so he pops back up at the end to be like that bookend of the movie and he tells us the drilling has stopped, so the sharks are going to go away and no sharks have been spotted lately and then a shark eats him. The end.
Yeah, roll credits, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we did miss the part where somehow in all of the bedlam, the giant Ferris wheel is disconnected and runs over Paul Sorvino and William Atherton.
Mm,
And
mm-hmm.
that's their death scene. I saw the
Mm-hmm.
wheel rolling
Mm-hmm.
around, then I was like, oh, I think I have a notification on BlueSky. I'm gonna look at that instead. So I assume that that ran him over.
And then the reporter from Die Hard turns to the camera and he says, "Did you get that?" All right, we
Oof,
watched this movie.
kind of, yeah.
That we definitely this happened. This movie was made. We saw it. Our eyeballs were on it. But it was
This
so
is
slick. It looked professional, even though it wasn't really much of anything to see.
I guess it looked like it was supposed to look like an MTV docu series,
Yeah.
but like
That was
every
believable. No, like knowing that I haven't seen Jersey Shore, like it was believable that they were just saying like, all right, and here's their interstitial, and here's how they like talk, and here's yeah, it just
but
seemed.
there's like no effort in the CG sharks whatsoever, and there's
Mhm,
very little effort to get any of the CG and our main characters on the screen at the same time.
mhm,
And during at least one of the like, oh, a shark is attacking me underwater thing, instead of seeing a shark or any blood or like putting anything in the water, they just kind of put a red filter
mhm.
around the center of the frame where the blood is supposed to be, and
Yeah,
it's just like not at all convincing. Like
no,
this is really, I know this is a movie from 13 years ago, but this is like ChatGPT, write me a shark movie.
yeah,
It's and again, it's like we've got Jersey Shore, we've got Jaws,
hmm
we've got our snobs versus slobs. We've got our
hmm
Save the Rex. We've got our weird little like save the girl moment, which I guess could fit into any of these things.
hmm You've got Beowulf.
And
The sharks are Grendel. They just want the noise to stop.
but what about Grendel's mom and the dragon? Come on now. This clearly has to be a Jersey Shore trilogy. Then Uh, Jersey Shore Piranaconda, and then
Ooh.
Jersey Shore versus Alien versus Predator. So
In space. I
in
would
space.
watch
Oh,
that.
I mean,
Yes,
yeah,
that would be
yeah.
amazing. Sharks in space. Oh yeah.
I'm sure if you look on Tubi, there's 5 movies about sharks in space.
They deserve to see the stars. Sharks are older than the rings on Saturn. They've been around so long.
It's so poetic. You're so poetic.
It was on Shark Facts on
There
Reddit.
was so for a while, Sci-Fi Channel just had a new shark movie every week,
hmm
and I want to say it was a movie called Ghost Shark that I'm just half remembering now, where
Okay.
that any water in the frame at all, a shark could come out of. Like literally, a ghost shark jumps out of a drinking fountain and kills somebody at one point. So,
Oh, that's amazing.
and that was also some Sci-Fi Channel level CGI, so you know it was good.
That would be an amazing mashup between that movie Signs, where the little girl had glasses of water everywhere, so like
They're
a ghost shark.
contaminated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ghost shark can like come and eat all the aliens.
And of course there is Shark Exorcist, which is a movie we'll never have to watch on this podcast.
What?
Thank goodness.
They have to exercise the shark? Or is
Yeah,
the shark
yeah.
the freeze?
No, that would make sense. Yeah, if it's a Shark Exorcist.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like this is the farmer cheese versus goat cheese all over again. So wait, did this cheese come out of a farmer? Is it made for the farmer, by the farmer?
Okay, well, all right. We already talked a little bit about the CGI effort. What do you think about the effort of this movie overall?
Uh, you know, I don't it's hard to gauge this because this is I feel like this movie isn't detestable because it's not even there. So I'm not like mad at any of these actors or anything like that because they're all just doing their maybe not doing their best, but they're up there, they're working, they're getting their paycheck, and you
I've
know,
seen worse.
yeah. Our guy Jack Scalia seems to be taking everything seriously and doing fine, but like, yeah, this is just a 5 because like there's no this is just product, fill time. What is something that's popular? It's a cash grab for a show that was in its last year of running anyway, you know?
hmm
It's a It's like Jersey Shore meets Archie. Like, this is nothing. This movie is nothing.
Well, speaking of nothing, are you saying that it wasn't entertaining?
Oh God, no. Like, I this yeah, no. It's because I mean, I one of the guys I follow on Letterboxd, God, the co-host of the Bay Street Video podcast, he runs a video store up in Canada. He wrote down about the movie Hard Eyes. There is nothing worse than a horror comedy that is neither scary nor funny.
Oh,
And this one, I don't even think was trying to be funny half the time. Like,
yeah.
it was just like, again, it's fan fiction. It's so weird. Why would you do this? I mean, this is just, yeah, this is just a bunch of producers saying, like, hey, let's slap this together. Jersey Shore is hot right now. I bet you we can make this movie in 10 days. I don't know what the filming schedule was, but I'm going to guess 10 days is pretty safe. We had
Maybe
our,
less. I mean, the weather
yeah,
was identical in every shot.
and we had our shooting the rodeo moments of like, hey, there's stuff happening on the beach, and we're shooting that. But I honestly think it's probably just B-roll from endless footage they had access to from all of the MTV like spring break nonsense. So,
Oh, sure. Yeah, that
and it
makes
wasn't
sense.
even filmed on the Jersey Shore,
Where was it filmed?
Redondo Beach,
Where is that?
California.
Oh, well, the
So,
sharks are different size out there. They're bigger.
well, I don't think any real sharks were used in the process of this
I'm just
movie.
saying,
They
you
did
know.
have like one practical shark it looked like. The dead shark looked like it was a practical shark. They
Mm,
had like
hmm
one head that they kind of reused in a couple of scenes, I want to
hmm
say. That weird albino Party City shark. I mean, it's higher end Party City. It's going to cost you like $200, but
So, what's your rating for entertainment?
oh, let's be generous and say 2.5. Ba-boom.
All right, that is generous given your reaction.
Again, like I don't want to punish this movie. It's just it's
Yeah,
not even there.
yeah, yeah. The movie's not sentient. It's not going to have its feelings hurt.
Yeah.
Okay. Production value, since we're talking about the Party City Shark.
Oh, I
Board.
mean,
Okay.
because I mean, yeah, it was shot like something that was real, and they had people that knew how to work the cameras and hold the boom mics. I didn't see the boom mics in the scenes or anything like that. And
Got to get that boom.
oh God, Talia just showed me those guys, those Walmart guys. I have to know who the Rizzler is now. I don't. No, absolutely not. No.
Did this movie make any sense?
Uh, Inasmuch that I knew what was happening and why in every sense, because it was so fourth generation ripoff of everything else,
Mhm.
that sure it made sense. I mean, yeah. Oh, I also, hold on, I did not complain that once again, worse than Warriors come out and play in a movie in 2012. Don't say hello to my little friends in any movie after 1994. Okay? The Sharks don't think that's funny. It's not a joke. It's just a reference. You have a gun. Like,
It's vintage. It's a vintage reference.
references are not jokes, people. If you learn one thing from this podcast, it's that references are not jokes.
It's sustainable references. You go to the
Uh,
thrift store and you find something vintage and then you bring it into your movie.
Recycle, reduce, reuse, and close the loop. You can close the loop. Recycle. Yep.
Yep. Am I hearing correctly that for sense making, this is a 10 out of 10 since you knew what was going on?
5.
Bye. Okay. That's fair. I mean, yeah, it was
Uh,
like 13 plots rolled into one.
yep. It's don't care about a plot. We'll just add more.
Yep. Yep. I did enjoy seeing the reporter from Die Hard.
Yeah, yeah. Good old William Atherton, you know?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's and really he did have a point in Ghostbusters.
Mm-hmm.
They really should have gotten some licenses.
Well, yeah, you want them to be responsible towards the city and people's rights while they're hunting ghosts. Because they did do a lot of property damage and in completely irresponsible ways. Like, what if they're busting infrastructure that people rely on to survive? I think those movies happened in the summertime. So if
Yeah.
you're destroying the power, if you're like cutting power to a whole section of the city, those are life and death implications.
So
And for what? To catch a ghost? Like the ghost can't hurt you,
don't bust infrastructure, even if busting makes you feel good. I think that's
right?
what Meredith is saying here.
You know, those heat waves, they're nothing to scoff at.
Man. So Ghostbusters and Jurassic Park are entire film franchises where only the first movie is any good, right?
Yes. Oh, Matrix.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, this is the value of horror. Sometimes, like, you get the best one at the sixth one, okay?
Is that what you're saying Final Destination is? This last one
No,
is the best, or?
the sixth one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, I think two and six are probably the top.
Hmm.
But my first thought was honestly Friday the 13th, part six, best one.
Oh, yeah?
Well, four, six, and 10 are Jason X. Jason X is a fabulous movie. I will not be taking further questions at this time.
Okay.
I kind of like five too, but five is sleazy as hell.
Hmm.
It's the sleepaway camp of Jason movies. So
Mm. Hmm.
I
I
mean,
don't
there's no.
remember the plots of these movies. I just like know that, a guy with a hockey mask will show up and start killing.
Do I have to bust out my Jason PowerPoint for you again, Meredith?
I mean, I definitely remember you delivering that PowerPoint. I do not recall the content.
That's also up on the Patreon right now, guys. Brought to you by Stamps.com.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do like some sort of like PowerPoint about these movies. But that brings us to next time. What's the next movie?
Well, the only thing I have left on my list right now is Teenage Exorcist. I really have to look through more of Fred Olen Ray's producer credits and see what's up there. So, assuming that one's still on Tubi or Plex or Vudu or BlastPod.fart, I don't know what the fuck these movie streaming services are.
I
You'll
don't
do.
know when you tripped over into the fake ones.
I mean, BlastPod.fart is my favorite one. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, yeah, until further
Yeah,
notice, like I'll plan on Teenage Exorcist.
yeah.
Is the teenager the priest?
It's farmer's cheese all over again. We don't know.
Well, until then, thanks for listening.
And thanks for subscribing. Sure, why not? You subscribe, right?
Yeah, we appreciate all the Patreon donations.
Yeah. Gonna get our Patreon dollar reviews from our friends in Australia. You guys remember that song, right? It was a
No,
banger. No?
I do not. I never heard that song before in my
What about
life.
that one where the Bare Naked Ladies song Teach You Not to Be Racist?
No.
It's about a man from Mars?
Mm-mm.
No?
You
Okay.
should sing it.
I insulting me. Yeah, I don't remember how that one
Mm.
goes.
Going Over Our Freds was created and produced by us, Michael Kennedy and Meredith Halsey.
Our theme was composed and performed by Justin Nozick. Find more music for him at Bandcamp. Search for The Plague Physicians.
Artwork by Michael Kennedy. Special thanks to everyone who helped make the season possible, including the friends and family who let us watch these movies instead of this year's Academy Award nominees. And thank you for listening.
If you'd like to hear more from us, subscribe to Going Over Our Freds on your favorite podcast app. Follow us on Twitter at Goof Podcast and find us on Instagram at Going Over Our Freds.
This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. For questions, comments, and complaints, email us at goingoverourfreds@gmail.com.
Thanks.